What they do, everybody? It's your boy Dawgman, straight from Orlando, Florida.
Dawgman, what's going on, man? Everything good your way?
Coolin', man. Just getting to it.
Okay. For those who don't know who you are, you're known for being one of the more predominant promoters in Orlando, Florida. How would you feel about that?
Like I always say, I humbly accept. I'm one of the most consistent promoters from the city. As you can see, been doing it for over 20-some years. And I feel like I still haven't reached my peak yet. We just beginning. You know what I'm saying? We just beginning. So I feel real good about it.
So at what point in your life did you decide that you want to go that route as far as promotion?
That's a good question. I always liked it, the music. I also produced, DJ the whole nine, and I used to like back a company called Hard Knock Production, and at one point, I just used to hand them the money, and at around, it was in the 90s when I said, shit, I'm gonna try my first show, and that's when Dawgman started.
Do you remember the very first party you threw?
Yeah. I threw a artist named DJ Jimmy. Where they at? Oh, he probably too young for that shit, but that nigga, I ain't make no money for the money, but he was hot back then. And I did him at the skating rink. And my first successful show we did, believe it or not, I put in on the biggest show. That was at the skating rink in Orlando. You know what I'm saying? A long time ago. And once I smelled that blood, that's all she wrote. For me.
Okay. So who are some of the artists that you've brought to your city?
No, or who
some that you have brought and you've booked.
Like you mean like relationship wise?
Yeah, artists you booked at nightclubs, and events and parties.
I mean, shit, I done booked a little bit of everybody. I done booked every nigga that done touched the mic. You know what I'm saying? If he done sold any type of units, any type of screaming, I done probably touched him. Guaranteed. So shit. I mean, shit, you name it, from the new school, new wave to the old school. You know what I'm saying? We done touched it.
Is there any particular artist right now that you like and you haven't booked yet that you would like to?
Yeah, I like the baby. But I shouldn't say I ain't booked yet, because I'm booking. He booked already. Money in the mail, matter of fact. So he'll be here Classic weekend, Guild nightclub.
Okay. Orlando Classic is always a huge thing. That's like a cultural thing throughout the state of Florida.
Right. It's definitely Florida. If you want to touch all the Floridians at one time, come to Florida Classic. You know what I'm saying? Florida Classic is just something that, if you're from Florida, you can't deny, man. They got the women, the cars, the party. Hell, you know what I'm saying? I can't tell you the last time I've been to the game. You know what I'm saying? But that shit be on tilt. Florida Classic big.
With it being something that's consistent every year, do you feel like you have to keep up with as far as making it bigger and better every year?
Yeah, it's always good to change the element, add spice to it. I do the Ride and Big Car Show. Once upon a time, I never used to worry about the artists. Now, it's like a plus. I would give them, I give them a little bit of everything. You know what I'm saying? The cars, the entertainment, the ride, the food, the fun, look at everything, you know what I'm saying?
Okay. So this year, is there anything different?
For a classic, we kind of use the same formula. Pretty much, DME, we kind of control the tempo of the clubs. We got probably 7 clubs. We had Cleo's for the weekend. We had Majestic for the weekend. Guilt. We got Spot, Dream. And then we do the car show. So pretty much the same shit.
Okay. So as a promoter, if there was someone who reached out to you and wanted to get into the game, what would be some advice that you give them?
It depends what question they ask, and I get that all the time. Kind of being a vet in the game, they hit me up and It just, you know, I'm always open, you know, to help someone out. If they, you know, they might trying to learn the budget, you know what I'm saying? But I always tell them you got to get the, you know, my book I'm getting ready to come out with, promo 101. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna drop in January, so y'all make sure y'all go check that shit out.
Being a seasoned veteran in your field, you know, there's always room for improvement and growth. What do you feel like is the growth that you're looking for, or what's next for Dawgman?
What's next for Dawgman? We moving more into the arena side. Not saying the club, the club concert and venue is not big enough, you know, but I just feel like we kind of ready to spread our wings and go into the arena side, you know. And it's always, you never can get too old to learn stuff, you know. You can learn. I can learn something from a new promoter, believe it or not, going into the arena game, you know. If you understand what I'm saying, it just depends on the situation and, you know, what you're doing.
Being a veteran, is there some younger promoters like underneath your wing that you feel like, you know, maybe in the spot that you're in, who have the ticket?
Yeah, Orlando wise, I would say yeah, Mellow Event, because he kind of remind me of me. He really go real hard, you know. He grind real hard. He need a couple of tweaking here and there, you know what I'm saying? You know, and I'm gonna send him my book so he can go to the next level 2020. But I would say Mellow. You know what I'm saying? A lot of promoters, you know, they fade in, fade out. I see the consistent in him, and you know, he ain't really scared. You know, he seemed to have a strong chin, even though he don't really kind of do like the concert, big concert events. But people don't know it. But the shit he do that weekly shit is very difficult. You know what I'm saying? To do that shit every week, that's why I never did it weekly. But I mean, shit, it's just as hard as putting together a big show. You know what I'm saying? You got to frequently change flyers. You got to keep the team together. You got to keep people in that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Cause you know we ain't selling no but music and space, so you got to keep. You know, it's hard to keep. You know, keep it fresh every week. So shout out to Mello. He doing his thing, man. And I see. I could tell he gonna probably be, you know, the next one. Hopefully, you know what I'm saying.
DJs wise, if you're about to have a major concert and you need the best, hottest DJs, who are the first people you call or you should have text to?
I used to. Well, I got a DJ bucket. You know, not saying nothing new on the song, but we've been doing it so long. A lot of them clone and do the shit we do, like with the Kool-Aids. I always used to stack the DJs. I used to, you know, when I do a party, of course Kool-Aid, Freezy Lit, Champ 407, Bigger Ranking, and it depends on the altitude of the party, you know what I'm saying? Because like Classic Weekend, I have to book like 15, 20 DJs because we got so many parties, you know. But I mean, then the main ones I reach out to first, unless I'm just trying to grab from another area. If I'm trying to get somebody out of Miami, I reach out to DJ Nasty 305, you see what I'm saying? If I'm trying to get North Florida, I gotta call my little nephew Loose Kid, you see what I'm saying? My player partner, DJ All Said from Ohio, but he reside in Atlanta, you see what I'm saying? And now I kind of starting to mess with a lot of Atlanta DJs too, you know what I'm saying? Because they trying to get into this market, you know? So we kind of like bounce it around like that.
Orlando market seems to be on the rise. Compare it to other cities, how would you compare it?
Well, Orlando rough. Yeah, I feel like if you break through Orlando, shit, you got a market. You got a good market. It's kind of like hard to compare because the only difference between the other markets is and everybody says this, but a lot of markets none of the markets really stick together. They say that shit, but it just gelling. If we can just gel a little better, Orlando go way further. My opinion, you know.
Okay. So where do you feel like next to an Atlanta or a Miami, how do you feel like it would compare to the two?
Ranking?
Yeah.
I would put us at a strong upper 3, meaning we looking for that number 2 spot. Because right now, for music wise, we've been having a lot of talent that's been bubbling. You know what I'm saying? And I say this once they don't know how to get past that next level. You know what I'm saying? So we ain't too far behind Miami. Miami just got a couple of major artists, you know, that been doing their thing, you know. But we ain't too far behind. Atlanta got a lot of artists that's successful. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say number 2. Atlanta could be number 2 real quick. You know what I'm saying? Got a lot of artists.
Speaking of major artists doing their thing, right now Megan Thee Stallion has a huge wave, so she's all over the place. What are your thoughts about her as an artist?
I like her as an artist, you know what I'm saying? Being out of Texas, you know what I'm saying? She, you know, cause it's hard as a female. You know, everybody say the female sound alike, you know. So once you get that record, you gotta take off. And then she came back with that follow-up record. I like it. You know what I'm saying? I like Megan Thee Stallion.
So would you agree or disagree with Jermaine Dupri's comments on the state of female hip hop as far as everything's the same and it's all twerk music?
Repeat the question.
Jermaine Dupri recently was out in the news and pretty much saying that female artists are all the same. Everything's twerking and pop and music, and there's not much lyricism.
I couldn't agree with him on that. Right now they just kind of riding the wave. A lot of the beats are up tempo, but I mean, if you listen to their lyrics, they saying some shit. You know what I'm saying? Even on what her name, Chameleon in that little Duval. Said she talking her shit to me. I like it. It's just up tempo. See right now Jermaine Dupri going back in the crates. Well, it used to be lyrically hellified. Niggas don't really care about that shit no more. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? They just, you know, you gotta make a bitch bob and you gotta make a bitch like that record, you know? So my answer, I have to disagree with my dog, you know.
Okay. What is your next big event that you have coming up now?
Homecoming, Tallahassee.
Okay. What do you feel like it is outside, like, of course, that you being established, you know, as a promoter? What do you feel like it is that you're bringing to the table with?
For homecoming?
Mm-hmm.
I'm bringing experience, resource, a whole lot of pressure. That's what I bring.
Okay. So where can someone find you on your social media?
You can find me at on my IG at Dawgman ENT at DAWGMANENT. That's pretty much all the platforms. Dawgman ENT.